I now call upon Dr. Mushtaq to address the Assembly.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Honorable Vice-Chancellor, graduates, proud parents, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon. Thank you, University of Hertfordshire. I would like to thank you all, and most profoundly Vice-Chancellor and the University, for this extraordinary and the most humbling recognition of the Honorary Award of Doctor of Education for my services to the home country, Pakistan. It comes as a gratifying surprise. I am immensely honored, Vice-Chancellor. When I was in Pakistan, I was reflecting, what did I do right to deserve this recognition? But after spending 10 days and day zero in a West Heathrow quarantine hotel, I do honestly feel I deserve this recognition. Day zero was important to note. I feel most privileged to receive the doctorate honoris causa from the most prestigious, diverse, employable, and the business-facing university of the world, the University of Hertfordshire. I accept the honorary degree wholeheartedly on behalf of the hard-working and the passionate teaching and learning community of Pakistan, women and men and children in particular across our classrooms. Thank you all very much. What does it mean to me? People ask me, what do you do? And I say, I trade in hope. For me, teaching and learning is a journey, not a destination. This award shall further strengthen my commitment to promote more inclusive and equitable education in my country, aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2030. My dear graduates, you are digital natives, not digital immigrants. Everyone shall ask you, what is your story? Even Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook, they ask you daily, what is your story? You must have a story, or at least have a storyboard based on your passion, skills, and subject. Or think about one, curate one, or become a story yourself. Take your time as your journey has just started. From a very early age after my graduation, when I was working in London, I realized what good is a profit if it does not profit the society. So I created my own story based on my self-actualized principles of people, planet, and passion. Taking inspiration from my hard-working and noble parents as educationists, I realized at a very early age that schools around the world, they sponsor knowledge societies, and universities around the world, they sponsor knowledge economies. So I decided to trade in hope and social impact. My mom wanted me to be a chartered accountant, and that's the reason I studied finance and accounting, whereas I had a flair for politics, philosophy, and economics. My head was at the right place, but not my heart. So one fine day, I decided that I will write my story in a country or in a community where it is more likely to be read. And I flew back to Pakistan, leaving behind a prestigious career here in the UK. My fellow graduates, in today's time and age, the only thing which is certain is called uncertainty. The only constant in the world is called change. And the only thing that you must learn should be your ability to unlearn and relearn. You are citizens and the voices of the pandemic. I call you pandizens, just like netizens. With the scale world has never seen before, you have the opportunity to transform this adversity into an opportunity, both in terms of the jobs that you seek and the jobs that you create, as budding graduates or as enabling entrepreneurs. The importance of your university education, I have been reflecting on it as a full circle of life. In the very first scenes of the 1994 Disney classic, The Lion King, the King Mufasa talking to his son Simba, he says, everything that you see exists together in a thin, delicate balance. Yes, we are all connected, the circle of life, meaning that we start at the end and we end at the beginning. Our lives from the beginning to an end resemble a complete circle. No matter how big or small the circle is, it will end exactly the same way for everyone. Graduates, on this special day where you have worked so hard for your reward, let me give you 5 takeaways to trade in hope. Number 1, whatever you do, trade in equity. As graduates, remember, what good is private equity in absence of social equity? What good is the capital market in absence of human capital? And if we had more social equity today, we would have seen a more fairer, equitable, and a just world. Takeaway number 2, trade in inclusion. As nature needs to be nurtured, and if green is the new red, and if blue is the new economy, and if Brexit is the name of the new exit, then remember, inclusivity is the new exclusivity for the membership of the club of life. Number 3, trade in empathy. Do your business of life with empathy as equity, and you will see the windfall of dividends. Empathy overshadows sympathy and is the single common denominator for your happiness, well-being, and joy in the celebration of life. Takeaway number 4, trade in sustainability. The key to understanding the future is one word: sustainability. What good is a social science degree in absence of a social impact? And remember, whatever you do, it should be scalable, it should be sustainable, and it must have a social impact. If you trade your career choices based on the 5 principles of equity, inclusion, empathy, sustainability, and humanity, you may be able to complete your own circle of life. I would say talent these days is asymptomatic. You need to test yourself. Trends have changed. Some may be positive, but not very happy. Some may be negative, yet very happy, like myself. I call it the self-actualization test. You need to do it yourself. Finally, thank you, Pakistan, for giving me the opportunity to help make a